What's going on, y'all? It's a little bit late. It's 10:20 p.m. I'm getting stuff ready for a hunting trip tomorrow. My dad and I are going hunting down at our club, Gilmer Woodlands. My grandpa's coming with us. That's going to be pretty dope. I'm just excited. You know, there were two guys that got me into hunting and fishing, and you know, two of the best friends, my best friends on earth, and people who I really just couldn't see myself living without. You know, a lot of times I do get emotional thinking about it, and you know, I'm just so thankful that I had those two great people to guide me and show me, you know, lead my way through the outdoors and show me what it's like to appreciate God's great outdoors. And that, you know, that really means a lot to me. That's something I've always tried to help people with. People, you know, just getting into hunting or just getting into fishing. I don't know, it just means so much of me. It's just so much, it means so much to me. It's so much of who I am. And, you know, I couldn't see my life being lived without hunting or fishing involved. And I thank God every day, you know, that He allows me to get up and, you know, hunt, fish, do whatever. And, you know, that's really all I can say. You know, those of you who've had guidance from your dad or your granddad, please appreciate it. You know, they could be going in a heartbeat. You know, about 8 months ago, my dad had open heart surgery, and I was scared. You know, I mean, it's got a pretty high survival rate, but I was scared. You know, I mean, it's my best friend in the whole world, and I couldn't see myself living without him. So, just please take a minute to say thank you to whoever it is that you are very thankful for, and especially someone who has helped guide you through life and through your passions and taught you about your passions. And that's, you know, that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'll save the rest for another video, but I was really just gonna do my first rod review. Now, this is the best, in my opinion, the best rod under $100. The best $100 rod, in my opinion, would be the St. Croix Mojo Bass. Either the St. Croix Mojo Bass, or a Fenwick HMG, or a Castaway Tyrannus. I've used them all, and they're all great rods. But under $100, I would recommend the Bass Pro Shop Bionic Blade. This is my cranking setup. I have a 7-foot medium heavy paired with a Lew's Tournament MB. 5:2 to 1 gear ratio. I love this rod and reel. Retails for $80 at Bass Pro Shop, and I mean, for the money, it's really hard to beat. I'm a huge fan of cork handles, and while I do prefer a split grip, I really love the power hump. I really do like this grip. It's got, you know, got the nice palm swell on it, so you can get a good bite of that. Get a good bite of cork when you go to set the hook. I've got my Bass Pro Shop XPS Extreme Rattle Trap on here as of now. I was pulling through some dead grass earlier, and quick tip, by the way, I've always heard this from Noah from Kicking Their Bass, and Andrew Flair, John B., Tyler Anderson. If you use something that's reddish, you know, kind of like a crawfish in the fall and winter, you know, because that's usually when the crawfish are starting to get that bright red color. Well, I went out and tested it out, and it works. I'm glad to say that it really does work. I've yet to catch any big size fish using this technique, but you know, catching fish is still fun. But this rod, I think it is perfectly balanced, and for a medium heavy, I think that it is very, very, very true to its rating. Let's get this parabolic bingo in here. Oh, I just uncased my rattle trap, but I mean, if you can see that, you know, it's got a pretty soft tip on it, and I really like that in the rod. Dang it. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. I really like that in the rod. A soft, nice soft tip, you know. Get it on the reel. I think it's a tad stiff at the bottom, you know, that mid-range power, but it's true to its rating. It's very true. All in all, I think this is, for under $100, between $50 and $100, you cannot beat this rod. I'm a huge fan of Lew's. Really the only two reels that I like to use are a Lew's LFS, actually three, a Lew's LFS, a Lew's Tournament MB, and Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier. Honestly, it's just like a Lew's. Different color. I will say the Lew's has a tad of a smoother retrieve. Like, it's nothing that noticeable for. I'm not saying that the Pro Qualifier is, you know, doesn't have a good retrieve. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you can tell a small difference if you really pay attention, but there's just something about the Pro Qualifier. They're the exact same price as the Lew's LFS. I've got two of those paired up with bonnet blades. I also really like the Johnny Morris carbon line for a Pro Qualifier, but I'm going to say this is probably your best bet. You know, if you ever get the chance, please try one of these rods. I said I'm a big fan of Lew's. I really love the Match Speed Stick, or Mach, I'm sorry, however you want to pronounce it, okay? When I say that, I think of Mach, you know, like a Mach 1, but I really like the wind grip system, and green, that is my favorite color. I've got one Mach Speed Stick. I mean, really, they perform about the same. I'm just being brand loyal, I guess you could say. But for all around, you know, if you really don't care about brands, and you like them all, you know, I mean, really any reel once you get in the $100 price range, it's going to be great. And people are always talking, oh, you know, $100 rod, you know, that's not the best. And anything under $100 is just cheap garbage. Well, not necessarily. My first bait casting rod was a Berkeley Lightning Shock, and I got it. Let's see, my dad got me a really nice Shimano reel to go on it when I was 10 years old. I'm 14 now, and he bought me this super nice Shimano reel, and I decided to buy my own rod, you know, and you know, when I was 10, I wasn't thinking about saying, I didn't think, that was at the back of my, that was at the very bottom of my list, saving up to buy a nice rod. And I bought a Berkeley Lightning Shock, and it held up. It really, I actually broke it 3 months ago when I was pond hopping, and I set my dad's Yeti cooler on top of it, and it broke about 6 inches off the top. But over the past 4 years, I cannot count the number of fish I caught on that one rod. But I do think that these bionic blades or a little bit better quality than that. I fish these in tournaments, and I mean they outperform really. I mean, they exceed what you think they would. I promise you. The only downside I personally think that the cork handle is a tad short, and I'm not really a fan of the full cork handle. You know, I like split grips. I'm a huge fan of the wind grips on the speed stick, as I was saying, but you know, all around I really prefer cork. I just prefer a split grip, and you can buy a micro guide version of the bonnet blade, and it's got split EVA. I've got one spinning micro guide spinning rod. But all in all, you know, for the money, what I recommend is, you know, spending the extra $30 and buying something for $110. If I could pick any rod for between $100 and $110, I would go for the St. Croix Mojo Bass. Very light, very sensitive. You know, as a $100 rod goes, it can't be beat. I feel that the casting I have a little bit better, I guess you would say, resistance. I think you can go a lot further without breaking it. But the St. Croix, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not easy to break a St. Croix. It's they're pretty tough, but but no rod can beat ugly stick. I'm just gonna say that no rod can beat ugly stick. I will say I've got an ugly stick elite, and this rod definitely trumps it. But just please do yourself a favor and pick up a Bass Pro Shop bionic blade. Just that's all I've really got to say. I'm sorry for I'm sorry for all the ifs, ands, and buts. And my mom's actually an English teacher. I know you'd never be able to tell, but definitely go for the bionic blade and your loose reel, LFS or Pro MB. I'd recommend going for the Tournament MB. And that's really all I've got to say. Thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.